Welcome back and good morning. My name is Mr. Brennan, and today we're going to go over viola. Now, to start, we need to watch out for the clef, as viola is the only string instrument in the tenor clef. Following up, we will discuss viola hold. This is essentially the same as violin. The viola is placed on your shoulder, and your jaw is on the chin rest. Keep in mind, viola must be held parallel to the floor, and you use gravity to pull the bow through the strings because they are much thicker. Moving on, we can start talking about hand setups. Holding the bow, you use the same violin setup. Thumb curved into the socket, middle finger touching the thumb, ring finger on the circle, resting your pinky on top, and resting your middle finger on top as well. Keep in mind the pinky will feel more weight as the viola bow is heavy and thick. Shoulder must be kept down, and elbow must be parallel to your hand. Finally, before we can talk about fingering the viola itself, fingertips need to be touching the strings. So have curved fingers coming closer. This will look closer than it normally should be on the violin, but it is correct. You will need to refrain from having a full flat palm though. Wrist kept straight out, so it isn't bending at all, and elbow is straighter than the violin. Scales are next up. Now the majority of them will use the fingers 1, 2, 3, or 4. First we will start with C, which is the thickest string on the viola. Starting off, we'll play the normal note, C, then move on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now coming back down, you don't have to use the fourth fingering, as you can just use the no fingering on the G string. 3, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now that we have the fingerings covered, you can essentially use them for the same way you play the G major and the D major one octave. Now D major. Next up, we can discuss the 2-octave scales. Now for C major, it is best to keep in mind high, high, low, low, as that is essentially what you are going to be playing on the second fingering. Going up the scale, 0, 1, high 2, 3, 0, 1, high 2, 3, 0, 1, low 2, 3, 0, 1, low 2, low 2, 1, 0, 3, low 2, 1, 0, 3, high 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now moving on to G major, it's a little bit more difficult. This involves the third position, which is where you move your fingers down after playing the first 2 notes on the last string. So going up, it would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, low 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I did notice that originally I had you and Ruth and Kristen as members, but then
Now that we've gone over the scales, I'm going to play through a few songs using the notes we've just learned. First up, I'm going to be playing Long, Long Ago.
yeah. So I was glad yours worked, so that was after, but I realized that
Next up, I'm going to be playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with two different variations along with the main melody. So to get the idea, I'm going to first start off by playing the main melody. Now that we have the main melody in mind, I'm going to play two different variations. The first one is called Pepperoni Pizza. Now that we have that fingering, I'm going to go over I Wish I Had a Motorcycle. Finally, I'm going to go over a small song called Song of the Wind. Please excuse as I move the papers around.
could take it